Hi, this is your instructor Deborah, and I'm going to walk you through an overview of Module 7 for our CSIT 134 PowerPoint class. Here I have logged into Canvas, and I'm down at the bottom of the modules page, and I'm going to just click right in to Module 7 Overview. Okay, let me scroll up a little bit. This module has more to do with how you use PowerPoint in online environments, particularly the cloud, and the main differences between PowerPoint and previous versions of the software is that there is a much stronger focus in PowerPoint 2016 and 365 on using it in more interactive ways on the internet than ever before. So the skills in the module that we're going to learn are covered right here. You're going to learn what add-ins are and how to bring an add-in into PowerPoint. You're going to use OneDrive to create and work with files and folders. OneDrive, by the way, is one of the cloud environments provided by Microsoft for free to its users. So if you use PowerPoint or any of the Microsoft software applications, you can use OneDrive. And in fact, you don't have to purchase or own a license for any of the Microsoft applications in order to use them or to use OneDrive. You can use a version of Microsoft Office, such as PowerPoint, Word, Excel, a sort of an abbreviated version online. They have free online versions of the software that you can use, and in this instance, using PowerPoint, it's just called PowerPoint Online, and the others are, of course, Word Online and Excel Online and so forth, or Spreadsheets Online. So you're going to see how you can do that in case you don't own the software. You're also going to learn about two new programs. One of them is called Office Mix, where it is an add-in, it is a part of PowerPoint 2016 and above. And you're going to see how to use Sway a little bit. Now, Sway is a presentation program software a lot like PowerPoint, and it can be used with PowerPoint, but it is a separate software. So I'm not expecting you to use Office Mix or Sway in Module 7, but you are required to be familiar with what they are. The tasks are here. You're going to read, of course, there's lots of reading. Read Chapter 7 in the textbook and the Module 7 Lectureette in Canvas. There are a couple of videos for you to watch in Canvas. There's one more major PowerPoint project that you're going to create, but this time, instead of submitting it into Canvas, you're going to submit it to a OneDrive account, which you will create if you don't have one already. And you're going to post your reply to the Module 7 discussion in Canvas. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and click Next. Here's the lecturette. As always, please, I'm asking you to read every single word here. There are some important bits of information you're going to see here that you won't see in the textbook. And it talks about all the basic topics for the module. Talks about OneDrive, and right here is an additional link that you can click to read more about OneDrive and how it works. Office Online is what I mentioned earlier. When you don't want to purchase the software, you can go and use Office Online for free. It's Microsoft's version of Google Docs. You've probably heard of Google Docs. Google has its own series of software programs that you can use for free to create documents and slideshows and that sort of thing. So Microsoft's response to that is Office Online, or actually I think Office Online came on first, and Google came up with their version after. Right here is the link to go to the website for Office Online. It is a free service. You can use it, and you can create and save files and put them onto OneDrive or onto your own computer. Save them on your own computer. So keep going down, and here this talks about Office Mix, which is something you can use on the PowerPoint toolbar. It has more to do with video. It also has its own website, which is right here. There's a link to it right here. And here's an illustration that shows you how to see Office Mix on your toolbar. If you don't have it on your toolbar in PowerPoint, then that means you have to click File and then click Options and then go in and turn it on so you can see it. Sway is the program I was telling you about that's very similar to PowerPoint. Here is a website that you can click the link right here to get to Sway right away. And here's a picture of what it begins to look like. This might be interesting for you to play around with Sway at one point. And a final note, you are expected to read and be familiar with what Mix and Sway are. However, you're not going to be tested on Mix or Sway. You're not going to be asked to use Mix or Sway in this class. Next, we take a look at the videos. There are two videos that I made. One shows how to save a PowerPoint file to OneDrive. And the second video shows how to use OneDrive and how to use PowerPoint Online, the free version of PowerPoint. However, be aware that these versions, these online versions of Microsoft Office, are abbreviated versions. They are limited. They don't have all the buttons and menus and tools that the full software has. Click Next, go to the next page. Here is the instructions for the project. You're going to do Independent Project 7-4. In your physical textbook, it's located on page P7-513. However, please remember to come back to this page when you're working on this project and make sure that you read these instructions, because there's an extra slide you need to put into the slideshow that's not in the book. And it instructs you here what that slide is and how to do it, what exactly you're expected to do. So please come back here and look at that. You only need one student data file to do this project. It's right here. It's called stress-07. It's a PowerPoint slideshow. When you're finished, it's due by May 11th. Please be sure to upload it where it tells you to. You're not going to submit that project into Canvas. Instead, you're going to submit it into OneDrive. And of course, the instructions tell you how to do that. Here's the discussion for Module 7. This is a little different than what you've done before. I'm going to ask you to read these 5 online articles. They're pretty short. They're not very long. Some of them are just a few paragraphs. Please read these 5 articles online and then come back here to this page and answer these 2 questions in your post to this discussion page. So there's 2 questions you need to answer after you read the 5 articles. You also are expected to respond to at least 2 of your classmates' posts in this discussion. Please make sure that you respond with more than just a few words or a sentence. Make sure you make some kind of substantial reply. And that is the end of Module 7, this last bit. If you have any questions about Module 7 or any part, please let me know.